Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Monica. I'm not used to introducing myself properly, but in case you are stumbling across this video and it's the first one you've seen of mine, hello, I'm Monica. I do beauty and lifestyle over here. And today we're going to be kicking off season 3 of my Foundation 5 series. I did season 1 of Foundation 5 in 2021, season 2 in 2022, and here we are in 2023 with season 3. So I am very excited to get this going. We've got a lot of foundations we're going to be trying out that I think will be of interest to you, definitely of interest to me. And the first foundation we're trying is actually a drugstore foundation. It's the Revlon Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. And I'm going to read a couple of the claims, talk about the price and everything, and then we're going to jump into the application portion. I'm going to be doing what I normally do in Foundation 5. In case you don't know, I apply one half of my face with a Blendiful and the other half with a brush, and sometimes I smooth it out with a sponge upon the first application, which is this. This is like a first impressions. And we're going to be wearing it all day, wearing it for 12 hours. I only wear primer on one side of my face. You guys will see how it wears with primer and without primer, see if that makes a difference. And then after this first initial video and the other 4 initial first impressions sort of videos of Foundation 5, I will continue to try out the different foundations that I tried out in the videos, and I'll be trying different application methods. We're going to basically inspect these foundations thoroughly, see how they work different ways, and then on the 6th day of Foundation 5, which will be going up on Saturday, I will be talking about my full reviews of all of them, ranking the foundations 1 through 5, talk about pros and cons, best application methods, and so on and so forth. So you'll definitely want to stick around and check that out. So make sure notification bells are on so you don't miss out on the rest of the episodes where I try 4 more foundations. And of course, so you won't miss out on the last final Foundation 5 episode where I will be discussing in depth each of the foundations and everything about them. So now that I have rambled, let's get to the claims of this foundation. I have not seen anybody talk about this foundation, and I am super excited to try it out for you guys. I have acne-prone combination skin, so we're going to be seeing me in my full glory, and you will see that I have things to cover. So this foundation comes in 28 shades. It retails for $17.99, which is quite expensive, but not shocking since the drugstore keeps creeping up there in price. So this better be good because it's starting to get very close to higher end prices. You get 1 fluid ounce. I have this in the shade 217, which hopefully will be okay. It looks okay right now on me. It is formulated with 5% squalene and it has hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles within 4 weeks. That's interesting. And it's infused with powerful botanical antioxidants to fight free radicals. And it blurs imperfections, leaving the skin looking naturally radiant. So in more depth, it's supposed to boost your skin's radiance. It's supposed to increase skin elasticity in 4 weeks, something special about 4 weeks. I won't be able to tell you if it works in 4 weeks with all these different claims, but I will keep you updated in a speed reviews video that will be coming after this series. But anyway, it's supposed to also reduce the appearance of skin roughness in 4 weeks. There's that magical 4 weeks. It says it is made without parabens and phthalates, as well as synthetic fragrances, and it's supposed to provide medium coverage. I will say, spoiler alert, this may not have synthetic fragrance in it, but when applying, it has a very strong paint thinner smell, and it's very overwhelming at first, but it does seem to dissipate. So I did want to mention that because during the application process, I was like, I don't know if this has fragrance in it. It says it does not have synthetic fragrance, so it must just be the combination of whatever is in here, but I'm excited to try this out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the application portion. Okay, so I have prepped my skin. I'll link every product I use down in the description box below, such as like primer, moisturizer, sunscreen, powder, concealer, anything like that, because it's all gonna be the same throughout every single Foundation 5, all gonna be Holy Grail products. So I know how this foundation works with products that I already know work, if that makes sense. So like normal, I'm gonna be applying one side with my Blendiful, which is my go-to way to apply foundation for the most part, and the other side I'm gonna apply with a brush, and then if needed, I'll smooth it over with a sponge. I'll link the products I'm using down below, specifically like which brush I'm using and which Blendiful I'm using. Same with the sponge. But let's just hop into it. I did only prime one half of my face because I want to see how it performs with a primer and without a primer. I think I'm going to do this side with a Blendiful and this side with a brush and sponge. You can see I don't have perfect skin. I've got some active breakouts, some scarring, general hyperpigmentation. It's looking like it's got a similar texture to my favorite foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. So let's just go ahead. Oh my gosh, it smells like paint thinner. That's really bad. It smells like straight up paint. But it is looking nice over the skin. I wouldn't say it's got full coverage or anything like that. It actually is kind of looking like it's maybe light medium coverage. I probably am gonna try to build this up just so I can see like how much coverage we can get out of it. I mean, it is looking nice. Honestly, the color isn't that bad. I'm sure it's probably pulling a little bit darker on camera than it is in real life. But it is looking nice, just not full coverage. I'm wondering if they were trying to dupe the NARS one, like the, what is it, the light reflecting one. I actually tried that in last year's Foundation 5 series, season 2. And I really liked it, but that one, it's got a lot of similar claims if I'm remembering right. This is looking pretty. I have got a blind pimple coming up that I'm hoping I can stop in its tracks. We will see. So reminder, this side that I'm applying on right now is the one with the primer. A little bit on my nose. Okay, so I will say that is looking very pretty. Definitely light medium to medium coverage. I'm guessing we probably won't be able to get full coverage from this, but I'm thinking maybe we can get full medium coverage, like instead of just light medium. Hopefully that makes sense. Really pretty. Probably will go in with a second layer to test the buildability of it. Is that the right word? The buildability? I think that's right. It is looking really, really nice. You could almost get away with this, just one layer, if you just wanted some light medium coverage, but we'll build it up in a second to see if it does build. I do think it looks really, really nice. I will drag this down my neck. Now I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty 101 brush and just start on this side. I cannot get over the smell. It smells so bad. That's kind of alarming to me. Like when it smells like that, I get like really nervous for my skin. So I guess we'll see how that works out. This is seeming to apply very pretty with the brush. Beautifully smooth. I wonder if there is any actual fragrance in here. I will look it up and put it on the screen because this is quite an like in your face sort of smell. Okay, so definitely light medium coverage on that. You can definitely still see my pigmentation here, which is an active breakout, and here, which is a previous breakout that has just recently cleared up. So definitely not really anywhere near full coverage, but it's providing a very nice luminous finish. I feel like this would be really great for dry skin, at least off the bat. At least that's my initial thought. I am gonna go in with a second layer all over and we'll see how it builds. It's building very nicely. I'm getting a little bit more coverage, but this is the max that I would ever build it. I never go past 2 layers because I feel like that's just like a ton of makeup. But that is looking really, really pretty. Like always in this series, I will be showing you a clip in outside natural lighting. It's kind of a gloomy day, so I'm gonna work with the lighting as much as I can and show it to you there. But that is looking really, really pretty. It's sitting very nicely on my nose. If you can kind of see, my nose is my problem area. It like, for some reason, like has a hard time holding on to makeup, but it does look really nice over here. This of course is the prime side, so I want to see how it's looking over here with 2 layers on the nose and just in general, of course. So I'm just going to do that. I really don't think I'm going to get full coverage on that pimple, so I might end up spot concealing after this. Of course, I will disclose that. This is very, very pretty though. I have not tried a foundation from Revlon in like probably 7 or 8 years. It's been a while. Okay, I will say this foundation plays really nicely with a brush. It doesn't leave streakiness, and I'm loving that. So that's nice. I probably am just gonna go over it real quick with this sponge just to see if that does anything, but I am afraid it's gonna like take away some of the makeup. But I'm just gonna kind of go lightly. I really only bring a sponge in if I'm using a brush. I really only bring a sponge in if there's streakiness. Yeah, that little puppy right there is just not gonna be covered very well. This is looking very, very pretty though. I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, the sponge isn't really doing anything. It doesn't seem to be taking really much coverage away either. So I just don't think that a sponge is necessary with this if you are somebody who prefers a brush over a sponge. And of course, on the other days that I try it, I'll be trying this foundation just with a sponge to see how that works. And I'll tell you guys about that. But off the bat, this is looking really, 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 really beautiful. So I am gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. And I'm gonna use my favorite products. Like I said, I do think I'm gonna spot conceal that and that since I am going to be out of the house today. But you can kind of see what we're working with. Like, it's definitely not full coverage, but it does provide a very, very pretty finish and a nice like light medium to medium coverage. I'm gonna show you an up close shot here so you guys can see what it looks like. So yeah, I am gonna go finish the rest of my makeup, zhuzh my hair a little bit, and I will be back with you guys in a second to tell you like my initial thoughts and how things applied over the top of it and all that good stuff. All right, so the rest of my makeup is on. It took me a little bit longer to finish getting ready than I intended because my hair was not cooperating. This is the best we could get. So I did want to let you know that this is going to be a 12-hour check-in, and I finished my makeup at around 11 o'clock. So it's 11:27 now, and I'll be wearing this for 12 hours. It's going to be a late night, so that won't be hard for me to do. Like, it will be easy for me to wear the makeup until 11 p.m. tonight. I did want to talk about how everything went on top of it. So I used some go-to products to set my under eyes. I used the L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder. I did not set anywhere else. Like, I didn't like go in and like bake set everything else like I normally do, like my smile lines or anything like that, or even my nose. I just did the under eye part where my concealer was, and then I used the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I did a light dusting or like a light setting of this all over my face. Did powder products for like my bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And I'll also be trying cream products one of the next times that I am trying this foundation out, just to see how everything applies. After I finished getting everything else ready, I did get a clip in natural lighting and check it out outside, and I really, really like the way it looks. Not a perfect shade match, and it's a little bit more apparent outside, but looks so nice on the skin. I mean, this is kind of reminding me of the NARS light reflecting one that I mentioned earlier and that I tried last Foundation 5 series. But yeah, it's looking really, really nice, and I'm excited to wear this. I'll be doing check-ins every 4 hours. So my first check-in will be at 3, my second check-in will be at 7, and then my last check-in will be at 11 o'clock tonight, of course. And so yeah, that is it for now. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's really beautiful. Products apply beautifully over the top of it. So hopefully this will be long lasting since I have a lot of things going on. But for now, I've got to go. I've got to head to therapy, but I will see you guys for my first check-in at 3 o'clock. All right, so I'm back from therapy. I got back a little while ago. It has been 4 hours since I put the makeup on. Somebody's being noisy. But honestly, nothing has changed. I also meant to tell you guys that I did not use setting spray or anything like this, so there's nothing that's supposed to help this last longer other than just like traditional like powder setting. And so this is just how it's wearing. It doesn't look different. So it's looking pretty good at 4 hours. No, 4 hours isn't very long, but it is looking very good. It hasn't really gotten shiny or anything. I'm expecting that to happen though at some point, to start like shining through the powder, because it is like an illuminating foundation. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I will see you guys at 7 for the next check-in, and I might get Thomas to tell me what he thinks of the foundation at that point. Okay, so hopefully you can see me okay. We just got done eating. So it's the second check-in, and here we are with the foundation. I want to know your thoughts.
It looks good. It's a good foundation.
Okay. Well, what specifically is good about it?
I don't know. It's not really cracking.
Oh, good. It's not cracking. Okay, so that's good, because I didn't set like I normally do around my mouth. So that's good for how long I've been wearing it. What else? Do you like the shade?
Yeah, this shade's good.
He's very particular about shades,
Yeah,
so he
I like
always lets me know if I look like an Oompa Loompa, which I appreciate for research purposes, but not so much for complimentary purposes.
Yeah, I don't really know what everything does, so.
I've been at this for like 4 years. How do you not know now?
I just don't. I don't like color and cracking.
So, you think it looks good?
It looks great.
I think it looks good too.
It does look good.
So, I'm like shaking the phone.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, I think it looks good, which means I will see you guys later. So, it is 11 o'clock. The foundation has been on for 12 hours. And I am about ready to take my makeup off so I can go to bed. Let me look at this real quick a little bit closer in the mirror. Okay, yeah, like I thought, this looks wonderful, except I do have like a piece of small string or something on my head. Okay, got it. The only thing that I can maybe say is I've got a little bit of dryness on my chin, if you can sort of see it, and it's sort of beginning to cling to it a little bit more than it was before, but it's not even that noticeable. It looks really good. A little bit of dewiness shining through, not bad. I accidentally hit my nose at the tip and a little bit wore off, like the little dots. That's my problem with my nose. I don't know why it does that, but like for some reason in that one area, makeup has a hard time staying on, but this time I like literally hit myself in the face, like, so. Anyway, I would say that this was a very successful makeup day. My foundation looks really, really good, especially for how long it's been on. And honestly, the shade match is pretty good, a lot better than I was expecting when I was like looking at the bottle and holding it up to like my skin. It definitely matches like my arm more, which is what I match my foundations to. Because if I went with like the color of my face, it's a little bit paler than the rest of my body, so it like makes me look really ghostly and like kind of like Casper-esque. But yeah, I would say that this was a very successful, great way to start off my Foundation 5 series. Of course, because it is a little bit of a higher end drugstore foundation, like in terms of the price, the $17.99 price, I think it should perform really well. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm gonna try it with my fingers and just a sponge, and I'll update you on how that works in the final like full-on review video. I will tell you how that works, but first impressions, really, really like it. The smell that it has dissipates. I will say that's pretty nauseating. Maybe I can get used to that the more I use it, but it is quite bothersome, but it does not like last on your face. So yeah, that's really great. So I would say this was a successful first day of Foundation 5. I'm excited to get to try tomorrow's and the rest of the weeks. But yeah, for now, that is it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, especially the Foundation 5 episodes that are coming next. Also subscribe if you have not already, and stick around if you like lifestyle and beauty. I do all that fun kind of stuff on this channel. But that is it. I hope you guys have the best rest of your day, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!